In a life packed with information and social media, many men are becoming miserable. With each passing day, people are sliding into a sense of mediocrity, while other men take action and live the happy life. Don't you want to be one of these men? You see, no matter who you are and where you come from, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. All of us bleed the same color, and all of us can have the same mindset. But many choose not to and end up making excuses like losers, hoping constantly that something will happen. Well, let's be straight here. Your ship will never come in unless you go and get it. So what's the difference? The key difference lies in the habits we choose to follow every day. Many of us get programmed by habits that make us lazy, while others create habits that allow them to succeed and climb the ladder of success. For most men, life will be a series of living, working, and eventually dying like no one ever cared. But with the right habits for success, this can change. So let's find out why certain men can stand tall and succeed, while the 99% simply remain losers. Number 1. Control your mornings. Upon rising in the morning, many people choose to immediately check their phones. While browsing on social media, they continue to look at the lives of others. However, a successful man would use this time and abundance of energy to get at it. They don't care about the lives of others, as this doesn't affect them. The first 2 hours are critical, and instead of waking up 30 minutes before driving to work, I encourage you to wake up 2 hours earlier. Leave the phone and do things that will help improve yourself. Reading, journaling, working out, even working on your side hustle are great ways to build confidence leading into the rest of the day. Once your 2 hours are up, you should have tons of confidence, and you'll have completed some of the most tedious tasks of the day. Once these tough tasks are done, the rest will follow like a snowball, accumulating more snow. The snowball effect. The rest of the day should be a breeze, and your momentum from the morning would continue to push you to succeed. Number 2. Limit your availability. Are you always available to take a call? Do you have an incessant need to always reply immediately to text messages? Or do you always say yes to people that want to go out and do things that don't improve your life? A man that's always available has no purpose and is constantly trying to impress those around him by always saying yes. In essence, I should ask you, where do you get the time to entertain and indulge all the time? This means you're not focusing on working hard to achieve your goals in life. People must respect and value your time. People value scarcity, and when you make yourself scarce, you have time to focus on your goals. And when others see you, they'll value spending time with you. Number 3. Once you make a decision, stick to it. Be decisive. What's the difference between someone that achieves greatness and someone dreaming of greatness? The simple answer here is action. Indecisive people continuously live inside their minds, trying to find a reason for doing something. They always tell you that the right time will come and all their plans will work out once this happens. But that's not the case, and leads to procrastination. A decisive individual would quickly weigh up all the facts and make a decision. So while the indecisive person is still thinking and planning, the one that takes action is already making adjustments and changing their plans. Yes, it's true, not everything will work out as you plan it to work out. But once you take action, you can make adjustments on the way. The other person is still thinking about making a change, and you'll be miles ahead when they start doing something. Being confident in your decisions will give you more motivation, and people around you will respect you more for it. But the main cause for delayed decision-making is found in information. Information is power, and the more information you have, the better decisions you can make. But having too much information would stunt your growth. You see, information is a double-edged sword, and if you're constantly looking for new information, you start to overthinking. Eventually, you're so caught up in your thoughts that you don't take any action. Accumulate information as needed and take action instead of trying to educate yourself to such a degree that you start overvaluing the cons of a goal. Sometimes you will fail, but you'll leave with a lesson and a new way of approaching something. Number 4. Choose the right sacrifices. Whether you're a student studying for a degree or a businessman climbing the corporate ladder, sacrifices are inevitable. Whenever you have a goal, there are things and people you might need to sacrifice to achieve your goal. If you're unwilling to sacrifice for your dream will become the sacrifice for your mediocrity. You might think that spending hours playing video games at the end of the day doesn't sacrifice anything, but this time could be spent pursuing your goals and reaching your dreams. But you need to make the right sacrifices. If you make a sacrifice, you need to ask yourself whether this will propel you forward or if the sacrifice is just something you're killing off for no apparent reason. You must make the right sacrifices that would continue to push you forward. You might need to sacrifice hobbies for a while, but once you achieve your goal, these hobbies can once again become part of your life. Number 5, be disciplined. Finally, the word discipline has been thrown around too much, but people rarely understand what this means. You see, if you look at the previous 4 habits, you'll notice that one thing ties them all together, and that is discipline. Discipline is not something you're born with, and as you make sacrifices, you teach yourself more and more discipline. You start to notice what's important and what is distracting, dedicating your time toward the things that propel you forward. Now, this is not always easy, and it's where discipline comes to the forefront. Discipline means doing the things you know you should, regardless of how you feel or whether you want to. You can start training discipline within yourself by waking up early each morning, regardless of whether you want to or not. Force yourself to go to the gym and take a cold shower, regardless of the weather. Much like training your muscles in the gym, the more you flex on discipline, the stronger it will become. But beware, slipping up once can push you back down the mountain, and you might need to start over. Being disciplined revolves around being consistent. To set oneself up for success, a man must adopt these 5 daily habits. Firstly, control your mornings by dedicating the first couple of hours to personal improvement instead of digital distractions. Secondly, limit your availability, valuing your own time and making sure others respect. Thirdly, be decisive and act on your decisions without being paralyzed by overthinking or procrastination. Fourthly, understand the importance of making the right sacrifices to achieve your dreams, possibly compromising on short-term pleasures for long-term goals. And finally, practice discipline, consistently doing what you should regardless of your feelings. All of these habits interlink, the binding thread being discipline, which, like a muscle, can be developed over time with consistency. If you found value in today's video, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips about attraction, masculinity, and personal development.